Hello, literature lovers of YouTube. Thank you for joining me, and I want to talk today about a book that, if you've been here, if you've visited my channel before, you know that I'm quite a fan of Charles Bukowski. I've spoken about his novels and I've read much of his poetry. But many years before I ever encountered Bukowski, I encountered an author that was my first Bukowski. At the time I was listening to a lot of Bad Religion, the Californian punk rock band Bad Religion, and I was fascinated by the lyrics being so intelligent, scientific, literary, and using words that I'd never even heard before. I had to listen to Bad Religion with a dictionary beside me so that I could look up the words that they were using. And then I happened to purchase this book and found many of those same words and a similar style, I suppose. So you could say that this book definitely influenced the early Bad Religion material. And the book that I'm referencing is The Tropic of Cancer by Henry Miller. And the book is a autobiographical novel that's notorious for its candid and explicit sexuality. But in the end, it's a book that many people believe is responsible for the freedom of speech that we take for granted today. And this book was originally published in Paris in 1934, but it was banned in the US, couldn't be published in the US. Finally, it was published in the US in 1961, and it led to obscenity trials. However, in 1964, the Supreme Court declared the book non-obscene, and it's regarded today as an important work of 20th century literature. And the book, the theme of the book is what I always love, the tale of a struggling writer, because aren't we all struggling writers? And it's primarily set in Paris and parts of France in the 1920s, 1930s, and really deals with that down and out life, kind of like a book I reviewed on here before, George Orwell, Down and Out in Paris and London. And Henry Miller, similar. Of course, at the time there was a famous, renowned American group of novelists and artists and musicians living in Paris in the 1920s, 1930s. And of course they all crossed paths. Anais Nin was there, who became the lover of Henry Miller and helped actually to edit this book. And you may have seen some of my videos about Anais Nin's work. And just in spite of the complex language and the explicit sexuality in the book, I think it's just really a compelling first-person narrative, autobiographical novel that you can follow along with. You can step into the shoes of the narrator and really enjoy as you go along. And so, get out there, try to get hold of this book. This is a relatively new one because I have always loaned my Tropic of Cancer to friends throughout the years. The first copy that I had, I think, was probably 1998, 1999, something like that. And since then, I've probably had 5 copies because I loan it out and simply never get back, either because I'm traveling, moving, or the friend just decides to hang on to it, as people tend to do with books, because you take a little bit of time to read it and then by the time you've finished, it's just become part of your bookshelf and there it remains. I hope you go out, read the book, let me know what you think about it. If you've already read it, let me know what you think about it. And if you like Bad Religion, let me know what you think of Bad Religion or any of the other writers that I've mentioned. Thank you as always for joining and listening. Take care.